All right, and welcome to the New Music Exchange put together by the good people of DeepDopeSoul.com. And here with me on the New Music Exchange is a gentleman I've known for several years. He was introduced to me through a mutual friend who is one of the world's best caterers, Adrian Mobley. And I've been missing that
Yeah.
food since the pandemic, baby. But in the
Well,
meantime and in between time, we have the one and only Mat Newsome here on the Zoom call. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us.
Oh, no problem. I'm just trying to do
Listen,
some
man,
creating stuff here while I'm locked down.
right. Well, this is like our third or fourth interview, so I
Yeah.
apologize for this, but I always go back to basics. I really first heard you saying when you were part of Malaz.
Right,
And
right.
so there are people who all over the East Coast who who were Malaz fans until Malaz wasn't Malaz anymore.
I know, and I need their help too because I'm trying to get them back together, but I ain't. I ain't know it ain't working out, man.
Okay, so you're a solo artist and you've been doing your thing. You've been when cruise ships were a thing, you were doing that for a minute.
Yeah,
Um, you've been a staple at Kelsey's in Atlantic
yeah,
City. Uh,
definitely.
you've sung all up and down the East Coast. You've done two or three of my live shows, so I appreciate you for that.
No
And you've
problem.
recorded several projects. So, what are you doing now?
Um, I kind of I'm always I was doing a lot of live stuff. Shout out to my brother Kelsey, for their spot allowing me to come there and make it my home.
Right.
Um, and a few other places I bounced off to. My niece is doing her thing too as well. Um, the Oasis and Shugs. I did some stuff with them for a minute, and they trying to, get their thing off the ground in the midst of this COVID thing. So, and that kind of made me turn, take a little bit of a turn and get back to the original too. And I didn't realize it was kind of losing my edge when it came to original stuff, writing stuff, because I was so caught up into doing the
The
I was going to say
covers.
corporate gigs. Yeah, doing the covers and stuff, trying to get into that, and whatever songs I'm performing, try to bring those to life. So I try to get into those artists, and I kind of was kind of losing my thing as far as my creativity. But this COVID is kind of brought it out for me. I mean, it's unfortunate in one respect, and the other, it helped me out a lot.
You know what? I hear that from a lot of artists that the social distancing, the isolations, the lockdowns have forced them to um, just look at the way they produce and what they're producing. So uh, you feel like now's the time to be urgent.
Yes, yes,
Okay, all right.
yeah,
Well, a couple days ago, you sent me a new track. So every time you send me a new track, I try and fast track it to my radio show
right.
and get you to give us the inside story. Music, where we are with music right now, is really not enough to say my album's dropping on Tuesday or here's my new single. People want to know what the process was and how you came to that. And this one, I don't know if it's special to you, it's special to me because it also features Babeito. So you want to tell us
Yes,
about Babeito and who he is, and then we'll ask you actually about the track.
yes. Baby, was my son, Matthew J. Newsome. He was doing his thing, doing the rap. I've never ventured into the rap, but I got, a lot of family out there that does rap. My nephew Mike Nitty's out there and a few
Right.
others. Brother Mr. Sean Rock, and I've
Yeah.
admired that. As a matter of fact, I brought him on the stage with me to do something, trying to get a feel maybe later down the line we can do some collaborating and stuff with. And I kind of hesitated because I never did the rap thing before. But man, my brother was sitting down writing some stuff. Uh, Jay Newsome. He's
Okay.
producing everything. He's doing the music for it. He came up with some things. He was doing some stuff and said, "Man, I want you to try this out, and get Babyto on it. See what happened as well." Big shout out to Danny Mendez, which is a young and up and coming female producer. She's in France right now. We're
Right.
working on a project there, and she actually called me up and asked me to, get my son to do some tracks on the project that we're working over there. We're supposed to be releasing an EP over there, sometime this year. So getting back to that, my brother got me in the lab with him. I'm experimenting with some stuff. He's giving me kind of reference vocals and stuff. So I said, all right, okay, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. Let's try it. See, we put it together and then presented it to my son, baby, So, he was like, I said, listen, man, I want you to listen to this, man. If you're not feeling it, let me know. No hard feelings, none of that stuff like that because
Right.
of the generation gap. You know
Right.
what I mean? I was concerned about that. But he was like, yeah, Dad, I like it. All right. I said, well, let's get it together. Let's put it together and do something with it, man. Because we just kind of built on it and came out, threw it around a few people, let them check it out. And, I felt it from the start, just putting it together, layering it and stuff with me and him together, meshing it. It was even better than I expected it to be. So I just
Right.
kind of ran with it,
Okay. Now the track is called "Do It Like That,"
Yes.
and it's a little different from what most Matt Newsome
Yeah.
fans will expect. But the track is hot. The
Thank you,
track
bro.
is definitely hot.
You know,
Let me ask you something. One of the back in the day, I had an opportunity to interview Mr. Otis Williams from the Temptations, and I
okay.
told him when we were young and we found out that he was going to do a track with Rick James, we were like, well, "What
I
you
know,
know
right?
about Rick James?" He just
Yeah.
didn't. We didn't know how that was going to mesh, and then it turned out to be great
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
guess we knew that the Temptations were great performers, but we didn't know that they could mesh with Rick James.
Right.
Was there any of that pop stuff with your son when you came to him and asked him about being on one of your tracks?
Yeah, I was really hesitant, real reluctant because I never got into not a got in. I mean, only the closest I came was when we did the Malas.
Right,
Jay
right,
Newsome is rapping on that project. And
right,
that was 20
right,
years ago. And
right,
that was the closest. And because it meshed so well with our, that harmonic thing going on and the R&B thing and the little hip hop,
right.
you know what I mean? It was just automatic. So I was like, wow. And then when he was like, almost sometimes it's not there. Sometimes I find myself rapping along with him, not in public, but
Right, 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 right. Well, again, when Malaz came along, it was when Bad Boy was hot, when Usher was first coming
yeah,
on the scene. So the marriage of hip hop and R&B was what was when it was really on fire.
right.
Um, but what we know is hip hop music has evolved since then,
Yeah.
and so I would say that the track you sent me, "Do It Like That," is cutting edge. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm happy
Appreciate it.
to give it a spin. Uh, hopefully people will like it as much
Right. I know.
as I like it. Now, how much writing or contribution did you do besides the vocals?
Um, that was pretty much it. I mean, my son Babyto, he did pretty much the lyrical content because the rap, kind of takes
Right,
up, and I just kind of chanted and hummed and a little bit. Jay helped me out with some reference and stuff like tell me try this, try that. You know what I mean? Because I keep an open mind because I'm still a songwriter too. Now and I'm way left for what I normally do. So I was kind of leaving it to them. Hey, let me do this, and that. What do you think? Hey, let me go here to the left. What you think about that? You know what I mean? How's that flow? You know what I mean? I kind
right,
of left
right,
that to them, and I try to at the same time I try to keep an open mind too, because like I said, I don't know. I'm venturing. I get up in the morning tomorrow, and something totally different hit me. And then I'm on my little keyboard, and I don't play well. I play enough. I hear chords. I know what I want to hear. And that's how I record myself, program it. And then I say, hey, Jay, I'm trying to do this thing, man. And this is an idea where I'm going. Can you clean it up for me? And that's where we go from there.
Right, right, right. If you're just tuning in, this is the New Music Exchange, and I'm talking to the one and only Mat Newsome. So, uh, how can people get in contact with you to hear more Mat Newsome music? If they want to purchase the song, if they want to book you, all that good stuff. What's the
Okay.
best way
You
for
can
them to
find
get
me
you?
on Facebook, Mat Newsome Music. It's funny that you said that. Like we were talking about, I was talking to some people, briefly off the subject a little bit about how a lot of us don't buy CDs anymore. We download everything, but I do. It's going to be set up in a couple of weeks. You
Okay.
should be able to go through iTunes, Amazon, YouTube, Facebook, all those different streaming platforms should be able to go. And also, I have some CDs available, and hopefully I can get some folks to purchase some of my CDs just so we can raise some money to keep this thing going. And I don't want to beat nobody over the head, but at the same time, you can go, maybe a CD, it's only a single, couple bucks or something like that, anything like that they want to donate, that would help us out. Because you can go to the thing and download it for 99 cents as well. You know what I
Right,
mean? But to
right,
keep
right,
us
right,
going, you know
right.
what I mean? I
And
got the
that's
CDs as
important
well.
because people, this pandemic has been going on since March, and the artists we love, from Stevie Wonder to Matt Newsome, have to
Right,
eat.
right,
And, you can't eat off no versus battle.
right,
You,
right,
you know, and I'm talking about myself included. All my DJ gigs just about
right.
dried up and so on. So we all in the same boat of trying to stay afloat, man.
Right, right. Yeah, that's it. So I'm like, yeah, it's out there. And like I said, because we're in the download age, everything is right there at your fingertip. I did decided to purchase some CDs of, copies of the single. So if anybody wants to donate, like I said, $2, $3, whatever it is, help us keep this thing going as much as we can. Because, after all, we're indie artists out here, especially. And I always try to shout out, especially when I'm in Kelsey's, I shout out all the musicians, all the entertainers, and you know what I mean, because
Right,
it's a
right,
small world. This circle is small, man, and it's
right.
enough. It's when this thing gets back going, it's enough money out there for all of us.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, so we're about to drop the. For those of you who are listening on radio, you're about to drop the new single, "Do It Like That." Matt Newsome featuring Babyto, and thank you for coming through. Anything you want to say before I let you go?
Me?
Yes.
Oh no. I just appreciate the love for everybody that's there, helping us out. Truly appreciate all the love. You, like I said, as being an indie artist, we need all the help we can get. All the artists that's in the area, especially, my nephew Mike Nitty, Babyto, he's doing his thing on the side, and Sean Rock, all them cats. I mean,
Right.
if I forgot anybody, no
Yeah.
disrespect, but who they are, Raymond. You know what I mean? And I'm
Exactly.
talking about love
Exactly.
for all of them.
Exactly. Well, and, I've been talking to a few of the other DJs too, and if we can get past this by the summertime, we're looking to do a big bash, and we want to have everybody come out and be a part of it. So I'll keep you
That'd be cool,
posted on
man.
that.
That'd really be cool.
Yeah, so we can get back on track. All right.
I know. No doubt. No doubt.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, brother. Shout out to you, man, because you've been holding it down for me too. So I truly appreciate the love, man. You know what I mean? I'm like, my wife said, I'm not really affectionate person, but it's in my
It
heart,
just sound like a
brother.
personal problem, my brother.
I know, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sometimes, it's in my heart, though.
that's all right.
Always much love, brother.
Thanks a lot.